The reigning light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira was recently confronted with a surprising challenge. The middleweight king, Khamzat Chimaev, publicly called him out, boldly announcing, "The time has come to finish our unfinished business." Pereira, maintaining his composure, simply thanked Khamzat for the congratulations, but stated his sole focus is a super fight, potentially even at heavyweight. The stage is set for an immediate super fight. In the wake of the latest dramatic events shaking the world of mixed martial arts, a long-dormant rivalry appears poised for a powerful resurgence. Straight punches, devastating kicks. This is more than just a fight. It's a collision between two forces, two champions representing two distinct divisions and worlds. On one side, the undefeated king of the middleweights, Khamzat Chimaev. On the other, the god of war of the light heavyweight division, Alex Pereira. Get ready for an epic promotional reel for one of the biggest potential matchups in UFC history. How does one even attempt to stop Khamzat's overwhelming committed takedowns? They train for wrestling and cage pressure, but replicating that sort of commitment and technique is nearly impossible. Khamzat carries a colossal weight and a deceptive amount of skill. It's not about sheer, excessive strength, but rather that heavy, smothering pressure. Then comes the strike. The forearm shot that lands with perfect surgical accuracy. A picture-perfect impact right on that vulnerable spot between the chin and lip, instantly neutralizing the opponent. Khamzat Chimaev, a man of contradiction, polarizing, unpredictable, and genuinely unstoppable. He is a once-in-a-generation talent, perfectly tailored for the modern MMA audience. Despite his wrestling roots, he draws attention like a magnet. He's not merely a fighter, he's a force of nature, a northern storm that consumes everything in its path. When he was first seen training, he was immediately recognized as a machine for his intensity and power. Chimaev's strategy is the calculated cunning of a wolf pack on the hunt, cutting off the cage, suffocating his prey, and draining every ounce of hope before moving in for the kill. Every motion is mechanical, precise, emotionless, and deadly. He's a terrifying mix of primal chaos and ancient Dagestani discipline fused with modern destructive power. The organization is actively working to find him an opponent, though it's been a difficult task. Khamzat himself doesn't care about the weight class, he simply does not give a damn. The first person to raise their hand is the one he'll fight. His record speaks for itself, 15 wins, 0 losses, with 12 finishes. Now the undisputed middleweight champion. His hunger only intensifies. The last great mountain left to climb stands in a different division. That mountain's name, Alex Pereira. People adore him. The reception he receives everywhere is insane, and part of the intrigue is that we still don't truly know him. In just 2.5 years, this man has already captured 2 UFC championships. When Pereira walks to the cage, it's like an ancient spirit of war is coming alive. He isn't built. He's carved from granite, a stoic warrior with the look of an indigenous chief and the composure of a man who has witnessed death up close. He brought the iron will of the Brazilian favelas with him. His journey is already legendary, marked by being a 2-division glory kickboxing world champion. Every move is a ritual, every strike a divine act of violence. He is a genetic marvel with incredible mental toughness and insanity in those power punches. His one-strike knockout power is immense, and he is a master at placing that shot precisely on the chin. His left hand isn't merely a punch, it's a guillotine forged in stone, a weapon that knows the shortest path to an opponent's consciousness. Pereira fights like a sculptor, crafting a masterpiece, studying, measuring, waiting. He needs only a glimpse, a single opening, and then the thunder falls. His power is genuinely nuts. Inside the UFC octagon, Pereira has already achieved the impossible, silencing the critics and conquering 2 divisions. His stance is a drawn bow, and his left hand the arrow. His low kicks chop through legs like an axe through timber. His patience breaks men before his punches ever land. He is Poatan, the calm before the storm, the silence before destruction. He's an absolute dream for the promotion, always ready to fight. This rivalry is not new. Back in 2022, when Pereira dethroned Israel Adesanya, Chimaev wasted no time in challenging the new champion across social media. Pereira maintained his focus, stating he'd take care of his scheduled business first. But the Chechen Wolf was determined, declaring, "I'm ready for Pereira in Brazil." Pereira responded with a powerful symbolic message, posting videos of himself wrestling in the mud with tribal warriors. A silent challenge to the Wolf, Pereira didn't hesitate to label Chimaev as lost and a talker, highlighting the hypocrisy of calling him out right after a tough fight, knowing the champion was injured and couldn't make weight. Pereira fired back by challenging Chimaev to move up to 205 pounds instead. He made it clear he would rather fight respectful challengers like Whitaker or Costa. Today, both men stand as kings, ruling their respective domains. But kings are forever driven by the craving for conquest. Soon, the middleweight beast and the light heavyweight god may finally collide, because when Chimaev meets Pereira, it won't just be a fight, it will be mythology written in blood and legacy. So, what do you think? Can Chimaev's storm devour the god of war? Or will Poatan's stone fist silence the wolf once and for all? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Until next time.